everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cage's Coaster Reviews. And today I will be counting down my top 10 personal favorite wooden roller coasters that I have ridden. And at the end of the 2017 season, I have ridden 20 wooden coasters, so obviously half of them are going to make my list, and it's not going to be very good, but I'm still going to show you guys anyways. So here we go. Coming in at number 10, we have the roller coaster that I've ridden more than any other coaster in the world. It is Zippin Pippin, located at Bay Beach Amusement Park in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And the stats aren't very good. It's only 70 feet tall, and it is only 40 miles per hour. But this ride has very good ejector airtime. It has about 5 hills, and a back row ride on this actually is pretty intense. The train just drags you through the layout. The layout is nothing special, but it has very good ejector airtime, and that's why it's at my number 10 spot. Coming in at number 9, we have the first of 2 GCI roller coasters on this list. This is American Thunder at Six Flags St. Louis. And this ride, like Zippin Pippin, doesn't have very impressive stats. It's only 82 feet tall and is only 48 miles per hour. But it's super smooth. Great overbanks. It's kind of like a twister coaster. Not really focused that much on airtime. It does have some pretty good airtime moments, but overall, really good ride. Okay, coming in at number 8, we have Viper at Six Flags Great America. And this is a Coney Island Cyclone, so the layout is nothing too unique, nothing too special, but this is still a really fun ride. A lot of people say this is rough and don't really like this ride, but I didn't really find it to be that rough. Even a back row ride, I've rode this in the front and back, and even in the back, it's not that bad. I obviously recommend you ride in the front. I mean, it's got some decent airtime. Layout's nothing too special, and it's decently fast at 60 miles per hour. I mean, this is just a solid coaster. Alright, coming in at number 7, we have American Eagle, manufactured by Intamin. Sorry about that. This is 127 feet tall and 60 miles per hour. And I originally had this at the 6th spot, but not anymore, just because of the turnaround in that helix. I really thought that was pretty disappointing. Didn't really ruin the ride, but it made it a lot worse. But still, I mean, this ride has a good drop. I love the racing effect. Other than the turnaround with the helix, it's got some great airtime. This is just really fun roller coaster. All right, coming in at number 6, we have the Screamin Eagle at Six Flags St. Louis. And by the way, Six Flags St. Louis has 3 wooden coasters on this list, so yeah, if you like wooden coasters, go to Six Flags St. Louis. They got 3 really good ones. So Screamin Eagle is just it's old, it's really rickety, it's not that smooth, but I love the pre-drop, as you see in this picture, and it's got great airtime. It feels like you're going more than 62 miles per hour. It feels like you're going like 70. Great airtime. I like how at the turnaround and at the pre-drop, you could hear like an eagle screaming. Sounds like that. But, I mean, I just love this ride. Okay, coming at number 5, we have the final coaster located at Six Flags St. Louis. We have the Boss. And I was very impressed by this ride. Yes, it is super rough, but it's a long ride. It's fast. It's pretty tall for a wood coaster at 122 feet, but it has a 150-foot drop, and I love how it has a lot of big hills, and it's a terrain coaster. I love terrain coasters. Very, very long ride, and this, even though it's rough, the stats and the ride experience make up for it. Alright, coming in at number 4, we have Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. This is the second of 2 GCIs on this list. And this is 109 feet tall and 53 miles per hour. The stats aren't the best. I'm not a big fan of the first drop, as you see in this photo. I just like the straight drops. I don't really like the GCI drops, but after the drop, it is incredible. Every moment. There's 16 airtime moments on this ride. Just a bunch of little ejector airtime hills. It's got a tunnel. And then the shed I didn't think it was a disappointment. I mean, I love this ride. Front and back row is debatable which one is better. I'd personally say the front, even though you don't get as much good airtime. It is a little more scarier, and you get a more effect in the shed because in the back row, you see everybody in front of you. You don't really have a good view, and it's not as scary as it is in the front row. But overall, very fun ride. Number 3, we have the Beast, also located at Kings Island. This is the world's longest wooden coaster. 110 feet tall, 78 miles per hour, and 4 minutes and 10 seconds long, obviously including both lift hills. But wow, I was very amazed by this ride. The first drop was pretty good, and doesn't have really good airtime, but I love how it goes out into the forest. The only problem I had was that those trim brakes, after the first drop, not right after, but you go into this not really like a tunnel, but there's wood over you. There's you have a roof over you, and then you've got some pretty good speed going, and then it just those trim brakes just slow most of it down. I was pretty disappointed, but the end helix after the second drop, as you see on the top of this picture, is awesome, and that's probably why I have this at number 3. Okay, coming in at number 2, we have a roller coaster that I previously thought was a steel coaster, just because I thought iBox track and topper track were the same thing, but I was pretty stupid. They're actually not. You probably already know this, but yeah, Goliath has topper track, which is classified as wood. So this is a wooden roller coaster. And wow, every element on this thing is phenomenal. Every element on this thing is amazing. All right, it has great stats, 160 feet tall, 180 foot drop, 72 miles per hour, second fastest wooden roller coaster in the world. Obviously, usually every RMC is the best ride at the park. Maybe sometimes second best, but usually the best. The only problem is the duration. It's super short, but every element on this ride is awesome. The drop, the overbanks, has one good airtime hill. The dive loop, the 0G stall is probably the best moment on any roller coaster I've been on. Just a great ride. All right, before we get into the number 1 pick, here in some honorable mentions, we have Zeus at Mount Olympus, Cyclops at Mount Olympus, The Racer at Kings Island, Avalanche at Timber Falls, and Blue Streak at Cedar Point. Alright, so number 1 is Hades 360 at Mount Olympus theme park in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. And wow, I was just blown away by this ride. Such a unique coaster. Gravity Group is easily my favorite wooden coaster manufacturer. Just a little better than GCI, but I was just blown away. I love how it starts with a little drop, not a big drop, but a little drop, and you don't get to the lift hill, and then you do a couple couple turns, there's a double down, and then you go to the lift hill. And it's a pretty tall wooden coaster at 136 feet, and it's very, very steep drop. It's pretty fast at 60 miles per hour, but when you're going 60 miles per hour, under that, I think it's an 8-foot underground tunnel, 800 foot, it might be 400 feet, but I kind of forgot. You can't even hear yourself screaming. That's how loud it is. It's super intense. You feel in this ride you don't feel like it's loses speed at all. The inversion, the barrel roll is incredible. It has a 110-degree overbank turn. This ride is awesome. I recommend every single coaster enthusiast that hasn't ridden this to drive up to Wisconsin to ride it, because it is worth it. So, just a great ride in general. Alright, so that's it for today's video. And post in the comments what video you'd like me to make next week. I gave you some suggestions. We have Goliath review, obviously at Six Flags Great America. We have Manta review, and I could show you my top 10 steel coasters that I've been on. But for now, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time on Cage's Coaster Reviews.